Welcome to Beyond the Hipther's Huddle, the bi-weekly podcast that explores the latest trends in iGaming, tech, startups, AI, and beyond. Each episode brings expert insights, in-depth analysis, and a few hot takes along the way. From breakthrough innovations to business strategies that drive the industry forward, it's all here. Let's dive in.
Hi, everyone. I wish I could say welcome back, but this is a new thing. So welcome to the Beyond the Hipther's Huddle bi-weekly podcast where we dive into the latest trends that are shaping tech, startup, iGaming, AI, and everything in between. So if you've been following us for a while, and we know you do, you might remember that me and Daniel were hosting the Hipther's Weekly Huddle a while ago, which we launched in 2023, actually in December, and then went throughout 2024 with it. We started it as a live stream every week, then we switched it to a newsletter. And now, due to popular demands, we are back again on the screens, and you can hear our voices again. So for those who don't know, I'm Zoltan Tundik, and I'm joined by my co-host Daniel Gunba. Daniel, nice to have you here.
I'm happy to be here, and finally we are back with a new format in 2025. That's really great.
Yeah, it's beyond the things we were doing, and this is a premium actually for those for our favorite listeners out there. So you guys, you might know Daniel as the driving force behind TRIION Gaming, but he's also been busy this past year co-founding the biggest startup community in the Baltics. Congratulations for that, Daniel.
Thank you.
So together we'll be breaking down some of the biggest stories, as we usually do in iGaming, startups, AI, beyond. Of course, bringing you some latest insights, hot takes, and expert opinions. Of course, our expert opinion on this, and we will have some guests as well in the coming weeks. And this will happen every 2 weeks, so you can miss us in the meantime. So you can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, your favorite streaming platform of your choice. And of course, this podcast will complement, like I said, our weekly newsletter, so you get the best out of both worlds, news on the go, and deep dives into these really important things that we are going to talk about. So let's get started with our first episode, because the guys bear us with us. This is something we just pitched to each other with the latest news. But first, we've seen this last week, and congratulations again, Daniel, because you guys became a part of the e-residency, the Estonian e-residency community. So this is now an official. So maybe you can break it down for me, what this actually means, so that our audience gets the feel of it.
Yeah, definitely. So basically, Estonia has like a marketplace of trusted companies called e-residency. And but the main mission of e-residency is basically to provide the access to people from abroad to open the companies here in an easy way. So you kind of can get like local digital ID card to start your business here, for example. And as I mentioned, basically e-residency, they bring trusted partners to their marketplace to let those who are e-residents and not only get their services. And our community, which was like initially just a Telegram chat for enthusiasts and startups. Just in 6 months, we basically now have, I think today we will hit 700 members, and we officially joined e-residency marketplace, which means that now in Estonia, in Baltic states market in general, we are a trusted venue where people can get help. It's not anymore just a chat, for example. So I believe the main thing is that it gives a trust to people. So, if the company is published on the residency marketplace, that means that there won't be any scams or something. So it's trusted partner who approved by governmental structure.
All right, so that's very good to know. We did have a recording with the e-residency people a while
Okay.
ago on yeah. So and we met them in Estonia when we were hosting Mare Balticum there. So how does this program actually support startup founders, and are there any advantages that they offer to entrepreneurs in the Baltic region and beyond? Because this is a global thing.
Yeah. I mean, if we speak about the program specifically, I think it's a great opportunity. Let's say you are not Estonian and, I mean, you live somewhere else, but you want to open a company here because Estonia really supports startups in general. And I'll tell you a bit more about that, of course, as well. Well, basically, I think this is the place where it's like, the company registration is the easiest on the whole planet. I mean, the process itself. Um, a lot of programs to incubate startups, a lot of investors, a lot of VCs. So Estonia is very well known for this startup ecosystem and investments. So basically, e-residency opened the gates for those who want to start their journey in Estonia by any reason to claim any benefits which country can offer to anybody. And the application is like super easy. You basically do it like online. There is a fee, as I know, but it's not high. And after some time, you like get approved. And you have a card. After that, you have an access to all digital services here, meaning that you can basically open the company online. You don't have to go physically or make calls, etc. You can use the Estonian registry stuff for taxes and everything. So you're like a local entrepreneur, businessman. So you have all the accesses. And if we speak about the business in general, I'm not sure, honestly, about the whole Baltic states for the businesses. It's only my opinion, but just from my experience, I would say that, of course, I mean, Lithuania, as I know, for example, it's very well known with their payment solutions. And of course, I think if we speak about those three countries like Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia, if you want to open a payment solution, maybe this is a go-to place. Because you can have the surrounding who is in the sector. Estonia for business in general, as I already mentioned, a lot of supporting organizations are here, including the investors, etc. About Latvia, I mean, I'm not really sure, honestly, and I'm Latvian, so I should actually promote my country. But from last years, what I see, actually, the situation is really changing, and like I don't see for any like perspective for traditional business there for like right now. But still, I believe in the power of digital business, and I think we just need to wait when the unicorn will born in Riga, for example, and will change the whole game. So
yeah, time will come, of course.
Definitely.
These things happen, and yeah, again, congratulations. This is like a huge thing. I hope you took advantage of the advice I gave you a couple of days ago about that AI assisted community manager, because that can do wonders in such a high community like yours.
Yeah.
And we already discussed with Daniel. We are open to having the community members from the Estonian community, startup community, join us here to share their stories, to share their ideas, because this is what's all about. Not just us talking about news, because definitely there have been news this week, and this Kanye West, Bianca Sensori at the Grammys is surely hitting. Okay, it's not about that, guys, but this we have. I found it funny, so I squeezed it into our podcast now, because it's all over social medias. Everywhere you look, you see Kanye West. I don't like the guy. I'm not a huge fan of him. I don't like his music. I don't get him. I don't get Drake. These two guys I don't like. I enjoy hip hop a lot, but these two I cannot vibe with their lyrics and everything. It's strange to me. So yeah, guys, that Kanye had an entry at the Grammys with his wife Bianca Sensori, who basically were naked, and this was I can say it was a PR masterclass
But
because you cannot, like, everywhere you look in all the news, you see this story. So, Daniel, my
yeah,
question
I
about
mean,
this,
Kanye West is all about PR and marketing. Even his
yeah,
music,
he
I
is.
think. I mean, he's a legend. I mean,
Yeah.
if we speak about the marketing guy, he's a legend. And I mean, I think maybe I'm living in a bubble or something, but for me, Kanye West was still together with Beyonce. I don't know how that happens that he's with Bianca Sensori.
Oh, and then
Uh,
before that, it was Kardashian.
Right. Oh no,
Him. Yeah.
not Beyonce. Sorry,
Yeah,
Kardashian.
yeah.
Yes, you see, I'm living in a bubble for sure. So yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised that there is someone else now. But I mean, this is what he's doing all his life. I think like I mean, I personally do like his music.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not every song, but there is a lot of like I would say like bangers, as rap artist says.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, but the way he lives his life and everything, what he's doing, it looks to me like a huge marketing campaign, which is endless. And I just have only one question: like, is it like really his own ideas, or there is a huge marketing team who is telling him, "Listen, tomorrow you're like going naked outside because it will like increase your sales on Apple Music, for example." I don't know. So who's behind that? That's interesting part.
Yeah, and can you maybe advise the startup community in Estonia and in the Baltics to like disrupt their marketing tactics and start doing it like this?
I mean, don't go naked outside with a billboard about your product, definitely. But I mean, the way everything is works, it's like I mean, it's now very trendy word of youngsters, like it's cringy, but like, but it works, and I think maybe I mean it works for the USA market. They like this crazy stuff, and we since we as well like to follow the USA because it's
Yeah.
kind of the good example of the hip hop, let's say in this case. We also taking all those like checking all those situations, and we see it even more crazier than people from USA, and that's it. All the media's talking about that. So because for us it's not like normal. And when you
Yeah.
go, I mean, actually, going naked to the show, I think it's mainly USA cases because there was as well Lady Gaga.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, and someone else. I never saw that, for example, I don't know, in Eastern Europe, someone is like at the show naked. Never heard about that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, with probably that maybe Europeans are too snob and like to wear
We're shy.
yeah, or
We're
shy. Yeah,
shy.
that's the thing. But this guy has definitely not been a deep fake, by the way, because that's our first topic. The real topic on the agenda, Kanye West, was just like a thing I
Yeah.
like to. So it's about AI, deep fakes, and the future of digital ethics, because we saw these Trump deep fake controversy things, and of course many other politicians, actors been part of it. They were hit hard with these deepfakes, and so we can see that AI is now front and center of the global politics everywhere. So, Daniel, what's your opinion about the industry's responsibility in preventing this misuse of the technology?
Honestly, I think this deepfake stuff is I mean the tech is so advanced, especially from what we can see, like from the new technologies, like from this when people are repeating the voice of other people, and also the quality of those deepfakes. I think the cybersecurity level is not there yet to basically secure us from that, especially. Like short story, we had an event with the startups, and there is a guy who was showing his startup. It's all about those translations and everything, and the idea is I won't mention any names here, but the idea was basically that you can speak like, let's say, English like we're now, and then there is on-go translation with your voice, but there is a lip sync as well. And
Oh,
the thing is that when he showed me the translated version, I was like, no, I mean, this is original one. So now the question, can, like, for example, he put different phrases into that video and still make it like look natural? And let's say if we had this recording right now and I will bring this AI avatar, but it's not even really avatar, it's so super realistic. I bet you, I'm sorry. I think
By the way, guys, Daniel is now configuring his AI.
yeah.
That's so now
I
is the real
decided to
Daniel. Before that, it was the AI.
It was so on time. I decided to start using my iPhone as a camera, and here we
Okay.
go. And here we go. We have problems. I'm sorry for that. But the thing is that I bet you won't even recognize that this is AI. Because, I mean, even I was like seeing myself and really believing that, oh, wow, this is like really me. So, yeah, I'm kind of maybe some stuff like digital signatures will secure us. So
Yeah, that's
we
what
should
I
like
was
include
thinking
it
about. Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, to prevent like some scams with AI, because it's on a high level, those deep fakes.
Yeah, it's you can also already see Grammarly having this security thing where you can just like prove where your words are coming from. It's like a digital signature where you just like say it's human or not human in terms of digital content, but on the video side, there's no such thing. Yeah, guys, I think that AI was developed for certainly different things. We saw a lot of great things happen with AI. Just recorded a podcast about an AI powered VAT refund system, which is available globally, which is something really good. This is about the when you need to like stay in line at the airport to get the refund from your VAT. And actually, the guy told me there's around 95% of the VAT that are corrected in every country, which is not reclaimed. So these are
Wow.
billions of dollars, euros left there unclaimed. If you start to reclaim it as a company, it's crazy. So I can imagine AI being used in such things, not creating deep fakes, because why do you need those? And we know now that there's the Global AI Summit in Paris. I
Right.
think it's happening this week. And do you think that the regulation can keep up with this AI rapid evolution? Because in my personal opinion, no.
Yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with you, because, like, imagine how many tools are developed every day with AI. Since development speed as well is like faster than usual, because people use AI to develop AI,
Yeah.
you know. So I think there is no like enough resources to make enough regulations every day for more and more new tools, because you have to always like check the tool, understand the functionality, and then regulate it. And every day we have tools like which are totally new. And of course, I mean, how you can regulate stuff, because I mean it has to like
Yeah.
get known as well. So yeah, I mean, definitely it's gonna be a race of regulators and developers.
It's and it's definitely going to be won by the coders and AIs out there, because these guys cannot move that fast. Regulation cannot be created fast. There's need to be like
Yeah.
political willpower there. They
Yeah.
first need to understand it, and that's the problem.
Exactly. Democracy will definitely
Yeah.
slow down the process.
Yeah. So my friend, I know you're a huge fan of Sora.
Yeah.
Uh, Back when we were hosting the weekly Huddle live stream, you were always telling us about Sora, and this is like
Yeah.
a tool that's been available for a while now.
Yeah.
But yeah, how big is a game changer for the media and content creation? Because I saw a couple of videos that were created with Sora. It's like done in Hollywood.
Yeah. So that's the trick. So basically now for $20, you don't have to hire a team, because you can make videos which are even better if you will hire people and will produce them yourself. I mean, of course, I'm not speaking about the Hollywood studios. They will do it like perfectly. But let's say I'm I'm a small studio videographer, it's way better to just pay those $20, get the premium, and like use Sora. The quality of it is extremely high. And yes, that, I mean, definitely, like, just only imagine. Have you seen the Interstellar, the guy in a
Yeah.
spaceship?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
just imagine how many millions it costs to produce the scenes in a spaceship, in the space. Sorry, even in the spaceship as well. Now you can basically generate those shots in, like, let's say, I don't know, 30 minutes. They won't be even lower in terms of the quality than the Hollywood movie. Of course, on top, you also can make the color correction and everything what those people like to do in production teams. But from what I saw, since now it's public and available, and from the renders I saw and from what I tried, honestly, this is, I mean, I don't know why now people should like hire videographers if it's not a live event, if it's just a commercial, for example. Because I mean, I was in this industry some time ago. I have a bachelor degree in cinematography, and like now, when I'm seeing this, I'm like, yeah, I mean, good that I'm in gambling now, because
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to hire me, even if I was the best videographer on the planet. If you know how to use AI, I mean, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, it is. I will definitely check it out because I did not use it before. I have to say I did not have time because there were so many things to do. So let's also talk about cryptocurrencies, crypto regulation, because that's something which is trending now because of the Trump era. And yeah, we've seen the prices go up, prices go down. Regulators appearing out of nowhere. And we saw that Coinbase is urging the US regulators to allow banks to offer crypto services. Will this be finally the bridge between the traditional finance and Web3?
I mean, I don't know if specifically Coinbase will manage to do that, but
Of course not.
yeah. But in general, I mean, honestly, it's time. Like, it's really time to make crypto as a, like, let's call it daily currency as well, and let people like make a choice and decision what they prefer to use. Because like, again, like, for example, speaking about Estonia, but I'm sure it works in any other country, in different countries as well. You can legally like have the crypto account for your company. You can deduct taxes and everything like you're doing with the fiat, which is great. I'm also, like, for example, myself using crypto daily for grocery shops and stuff. But it should be more open, because I think, I mean, people already know how to use crypto, but for those who don't know and those who don't want to try, they might think that there is a scam or something. So if someone, let's say with a higher position, higher legal position, like banks, for example, will finally confirm that for daily usage, it will educate people as well. So maybe just there is not enough regulations in every country around the world, but it should be step by step. Let's say USA will do that, Estonia did it. So we need more examples. So only like that people will be educated and understand that, yeah, of course, if someone on the website telling you attach your wallet and send me 1K of Ethereum, you shouldn't do that. But if you just want to have some assets and spend them daily, there is nothing bad about it.
Yeah, but Daniel, every time we talk about this, and just come to me that aren't we like destroying the whole vision of blockchain and cryptocurrency by regulation and banks?
Yes, look, definitely.
Because this is a trap. Because you know,
Yes.
like you said, people will trust it if the government has regulation around it. But that's the point. Not having
Right.
any regulation around it, being anonymous, being not part of the mainstream, the big
Right.
system, everything. So aren't we ruining this?
But I think this, like, you know, if you want to stay kind of under the system or above it, whatever we call it, it's more for OG crypto guys. So you don't have to go for this exchanges and stuff.
Yeah.
Cold wallets are still there. So if you
Yeah.
want to be out of the everything and you just want to collect your assets, in any way you prefer. Here is no legal or illegal advices from my end. You can use cold wallets. There is a lot of like MetaMask, Trust Wallet. Go for it. Like so that's it. So it's it's the matter of a choice. Like with exchange, you kind of have. Since you have kind of KYC, of course, there is more question. There is a big brother watching you, of course, and your crypto. But you can kind of have some sort of security in case you need some support, let's say. When you have a crypto wallet, when you have a cold crypto wallet, I mean, it's just you yourself. And that's it. You have 16 secret words. There is no your name. And if you lose it, there is no even chance to restore it if you don't remember those secret phrases.
Exactly.
That's it. So that's why I think it's more like, senior crypto user and junior crypto user. So whenever you are senior, switch to cold wallet if you want.
Oh yeah, in the meantime, because I usually multitask, I found that Sora is not available in my country yet. So
you should use VPN.
Yeah, not keen on using VPN, so I'm not going to share the secret with you guys now, because probably it's going to be sounding like a conspiracy theory, but I have reasons of not using VPNs. So let's also talk about the iGaming industry, because with regulations shifting and crypto finally being, let's say finally, we're not there yet, being embraced by financial institutions and banks. So do you think that payments in the iGaming industry, in casinos or sports betting, will become more popular?
I mean, if we speak about crypto, I don't even know if they can get even more popular, because I don't know casino.
But still now there are many providers, suppliers that offer like third-party solutions for operators to have access to players that want to deposit via crypto. And they don't, like, there's not a big fan base of these operators that want to go that route.
Again, it really depends on the market, of course, because usually like there's like tier 1, 2, and 3 countries. And of course, like, I mean, from my perspective, people love deposit with crypto. From what I know in general, or from the statistics, for example, I can see that like at around 85-90% of deposit on our platform, they're in crypto. But again, I think it's just we have to remember the audience of, for example, slot games, which is averaged by statistics 35 plus. And maybe this is what we discussed with you before. They need some sort of a bit of education. Explain them that, listen, you can deposit with crypto. Nothing bad. There's nothing bad about it. So definitely, I think like when there will be more like explanation of how to use crypto, and people will have more use cases in their life, it will only grow. And I think what I saw as well, some of the operators, what they do, if basically you deposit with crypto, you have better terms of the deposit. So, for example, the minimal deposit with the fiat can be like, let's say, $30, but with crypto, 20, for example. So, because it makes sense. First of all, it's cheaper to process the transactions. It's way faster. It's nothing bad about payments in general, but like it's way more secured, because what can be more secure than blockchain? I don't know. So there are some benefits, but again, it's the matter of a time. We need just to wait when people will realize how to properly use it.
So definitely, probably the iGaming casinos will jump on it.
You need to start selling tickets for Hipther in crypto.
Yeah, we do. We actually do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
For the conferences, you can buy tickets with crypto, and actually, we do accept crypto for the banners and stuff like that.
Cool.
We've been using Bitcoin, for example, since 2016.
You're OG. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is that back then, when we were hosting our first conference in Budapest, we actually had the guys from Bitcoin.com joining us, and they were the first guys who paid with Bitcoins. And I remember there was a certain time when we were holding around 21 Bitcoins.
Right.
Yeah. mad days, but unfortunately then the prices weren't that good like now, and the payment wallet was set in a way in which we received Bitcoin, and the next day it was automatically exchanged to euros and sent to our account. If we would have had those 21 Bitcoins today, it would be nice, but you cannot
21 Bitcoins.
yeah,
Oh
you
my
cannot
God.
predict the future. And we were like, man, we're accepting Bitcoin. And actually, there was the first people that paid with Bitcoin. We were like so excited.
Real
Like,
hustle.
yeah, 2016. It was 9 years.
That's
Wow.
cool.
So let's also talk about the metaverse, because that's
Oh
one
man.
of another of your favorite topics. And unless Mark Zuckerberg kills that as well, because he's now focusing on AI, I'm wondering if he's going to rebrand again now from Meta to I don't know what, because it was that time when they were investing heavily in the metaverse. They rebranded from Facebook to Meta, uh, basically killing the vibe which was then going on in the virtual reality space and in the metaverse space. And now I don't know where it is. We cover less and less news about virtual reality, but it's there. As I seen, it's getting smarter. So we saw some news about Immerso and Everdome that they teamed up with the AR-powered experiences to the metaverse. So where do you stand on the Web3 and immersive gaming in 2025? Are you so positive as you were back in 2024?
Look, yes and no, because first of all, yes, because the tech is amazing, and I mean, there's so much of potential use cases to develop. But why I'm saying no, because unfortunately, I don't see enough of players on the market. I mean, I'm not saying that there is no players at all, but the amount of them is critically small. And I would say
Sorry to
that,
interrupt you, Daniel. Not
yeah,
just players, users in general.
users as well. But I really I see that, for example, even Meta, they did the version of their VR, this SE or
Yeah.
whatever it calls, like cheap one. So kind of they trying to show people like that you can buy this VR and use this immersive stuff. But for example, I mean, I do have a VR because of work. I need to
We
be done. So
actually
we need VR
hosted
as
an
a tool.
episode. We actually hosted an
Yeah.
episode from virtual reality. Showed you guys how it looks.
Exactly. But like, if not that, I don't understand why I have to buy VR because of like one game or what. Like, let's say the metaverses which are existing and the most famous is still VR chat. The quality of it. I mean, I would never buy VR for that, for example. Um, Couple of games on the market. If we speak about very high quality as well, only a couple of games on the market. And if you open even like not the some tools or some professional solutions, if you just open the gaming market, because VR always initially was for gamers. Now
Yeah.
we start developing tools because it's metaverse, because we can bring casinos and everything there. And if you open Steam, the marketplace for games, you will see a couple of cool games, like maybe literally two or three, and the rest, I don't see the reason to play like Truck Simulator in VR. Come on. Why? So if we speak about the metaverse, really, honestly, I think if in 2025 there won't be like another boom in terms of like use case, like another VR chat, but like 3 times better, something hyped like this. It's not going to be a trend anymore. I think it's really like, it's a last chance to make
Yeah.
something new, because you can't like always speak about metaverse and like every year says, like there will be something.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you had some cool projects, right? Recently.
I mean, look, I mean, what we are
Can
doing.
you share? Can you share? Can you share some of the the clients and something that you guys developed in the
Look,
past few years?
what we are doing, we initially were calling it the metaverse because we started when there was like this hype of
Yeah.
metaverse, and we were like, yeah, I mean, we are metaverse. But we, from the market research and when we start talking to our clients, we realized that this word is basically make them scared about our product because a lot of people in our industry, in gambling industry, just not ready for the metaverse, and they don't understand, they don't see the value. But when we just switched that word from metaverse, we switched to virtual spaces, virtual studios, whatever. The attitude was very different. So, and yeah, I mean, we just launched a new space. It's available to everyone. So we decided to make like not a traditional studio, but something new. And we developed like a 3-floor penthouse with a terrace in the center of the night city, where you can basically go in VR, see other people. You have DJ, different playlists. You can play beer pong, and you can spawn the gadget on your hand, which will basically show the screen where you can play slots.
Oh, nice.
This is publicly available, so anyone who have VR can try it. And this is basically what we are now also offering to operators, because before we were developing like more traditional style studios where you have a lot of slot machines. Now we decided to let people have more freedom, so they spawn the gadget and they can walk with it, use the voice chat, talk to people. So it's more fun. But yeah, we don't call it metaverse anymore.
Yeah. So, guys, by the way, those who are listening to this podcast, we have a fan mail on each of the streaming platforms. Just hit that button, send us a message, let us know what you want to talk about. Maybe even we can have you on the show, or maybe send your message to the loved ones. We can do that here. Why not?
Easy.
So
Easy.
yeah, it's the thing is that when these augmented reality Apple glasses came out, it was like, well, I thought, man, this is going to be the revolution, and people will be walking around with those headsets. But no, that didn't happen. I remember when I bought my Oculus headsets. I don't know, it was 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It was a hype because everybody was like, I thought that everybody was buying it, but no, it wasn't like that. I was expecting like this switch from the old classic telephones to smartphones. It's going to be like that, man. In 4 years, everybody, I will be connecting a virtual reality. No, that didn't happen. And I don't feel that it will happen. Yeah, so we know that AI is driving new metaverses, and there are many use cases in that. So, could this be the fresh start for virtual worlds that is needed? Like you said, AI-driven, let's say, virtual spaces, like you call them.
I mean, look, AI in general, I don't know, for example, if the whole metaverse can be based on AI, because I mean, I think AI is more like focused on something. So it's specific tools with specific tasks to drive the whole metaverse and like make, for example, metaverse unique just because of AI. I mean, I see it more like, you can have a virtual space, and for example, ChatGPT can be used for NPCs because it's like text to voice, for example, model. There can be something else used for something else. So, I mean, the whole metaverse can't be powered by AI only because, I mean, I just can't imagine it, how it can work from the back end, from development perspective. But like, is there any use cases already who is like going that direction?
There were some talks that some of the worlds on Meta will be created by AI on an instant.
Okay, I mean, you mean that the space itself, like the models. Okay,
so the models will be created like based on your needs, but I cannot see this as a use case. So either way, we are slowly running out of time, and my question is, and Maybe you can like predict the next trend, which people can watch in the iGaming tech or startup space, because you really do have access to a lot of information that are coming in the next month. You don't need to disclose the names. Maybe just say the solution.
Okay. So for the iGaming, like something ultra fresh, I'm not sure, because I think there is a lot of products which are still like they're already developed, but there's a lot of space for improvements. So I would say something new and trendy. I mean, most probably it could be a game from some game providers, as usually it happens. But for the startups, honestly, I think that without the names, I think there is not enough of use cases where AI and, for example, dating services are merged. We still all like seeing this traditional Tinder, and maybe there is AI as well inside, which is like having kind of giving you the options. But like, Tinder on steroids, something like that might be cool. Because honestly, even from the community, what I see like people are doing, and like there is a lot of payments with AI, and not only from the community in general. So payments are literally pumped with AI everywhere. Gambling, if we speak especially about the responsible gambling monitoring and stuff, a lot of AI. I don't know where AI is not involved. So, but from the market, we can see that AI products are still like the products which can easier get investments, etc. Because this tool, again, still at the very beginning of the of its evolution. So maybe something with dating. Dating is always the good dating always like has a good revenue if it works well.
All right.
So yeah,
So guess that's your predictions.
It's February, so it's February. It's soon 14th of February, Valentine's Day. Let's say dating. Next episode, I will come up with something else.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready for
February.
this.
Thank God it's February, because January was very long. They say that when you have lots of things to do, that time passes by quickly. But if you have too many things to do, it passes by really, really slow. Or it seems like you've been doing so many things that it has been, for us, January was like a whole year. The February is going to be the same, but yeah, that's. But by the way, guys, Daniel also has his own podcast on the Estonian startup community. Make sure to check it out. What's it called? Where can they find it?
So, I mean, it's called Estonian Startup Podcast. Very simple. Okay. Or in Estonian, Eesti Startup Podcast. And you can find it on our Telegram channel or on our Instagram page. We're uploading them there in the vertical format. So it's a short 15 minutes episode, easy to watch, and you can discover a lot of startups, especially if you're an investor. It's cool to hear some cool short stories and maybe find your future portfolio asset.
All right. So it's us just two podcast hosting a different podcast, a joint podcast together. It's good to know. All right. So thank you, Daniel. Thank you for our audience for joining us. We will be back in 2 weeks with a different episode. Until then, take good care. Send us your messages. We are happy to hear it. So thank you for your time, guys. Take good care. Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
That's a wrap for this episode of Beyond the Huddle. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the conversation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Amazon Music. More insights, expert guests, and deep dives into the latest trends in iGaming, tech, and beyond are coming soon. Stay curious, stay connected, and see you in the next one.